Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Over.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Screenplay, Johnson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now. He gets this one to Johnson. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
This is Harris. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Ready. Yellow lady. Back to pass. Play cut. Play cut. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second and goal, Breeze. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10. That's over on 17.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Tomlinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Jets.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Tomlinson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Tomlinson spins past him, and he's got room. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how it bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Here's Peterson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here comes Grant on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run. Tomlinson, a spin, fights loose. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown, puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now as they kick it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule, but they're looking for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Come get some. Come on here. Come go. Go. He don't want it.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Kill.
Now Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. All you get is a headache.
We go 21.
Mike's 50.
To throw is Breeze. He'll have a first down past the 40, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Going for it. That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They run again with Peterson. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a big run for AP. 43 yards.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Finds his tight end Ingram.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go again to Tomlinson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, this is Forte. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Back to throw. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
0-2.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready? 5-9. Mike 50. You better be afraid of me.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get set.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Easy.
50, Mike's 50.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jets 27, Titans 20. Albrecht Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Draw play. Tomlinson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville. Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down. And right away, he lost the football. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson now. Flushed out right. 24-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's what I'm talking about.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, you ready? Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ready? 5-9. Kill. Hey, foxtrot. Watch Mike. Watch the screen. You're good. Right forward, ready.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. He's going to float this. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. And an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Reed. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
21.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Over. Get that ball. You're good. I full. Ready. 52. Mike 52.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Hey, easy. 52's the mic. Hey, that's scared.
On 2nd down now, Tomlinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Opposite. Check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll start here with Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown, Patriots! And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
We play to win. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Kill.
Check 52 at the line. Check.
Touchdown, travel.
Rip left.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
5-9.
Check three. Hey, check.
Hey, easy. 36.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Here I come again. Check 43.
Under 10. 10.
Watch the ship.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 66. Bullets. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And this one is right down the middle. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze now. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprise. Move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the twist.
On first down. It's Jackson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Come on. Looks now. Feels right. 46 is right.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Toss play to Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Jackson flustered, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit, Ronan. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready? 5-9. Choose the mic. Kill.
Now it's Tomlinson. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. They're running. Tomlinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.